Camera is rolling.
Yeah. Hi! So, I am going to tell you a story of when I went to Disneyland. And my family loves Disneyland. Just loves it. All the time. Last time, we went to Disneyland, my sister cried. Like, bawled. She's 16. This time, we go to Disneyland, and it's a few years back now. We hadn't really been to Disneyland in a while, and I knew that there were some things that I wanted to do. And, so did everyone else. Everyone has their own plans at Disneyland, right? So we go and we stay the night at the hotel. Beautiful hotel. We're within walking distance. So, us in our little costumes, we walk over to Disneyland, right? We finally get to the front of the line and we go in, and there's just mobs of people around taking pictures in front of the Disney head, from the Mickey Mouse head. And everyone's just there having a grand old time, except for the 1-2-year-old that's over in the corner screaming their head off because they didn't want to go to Disneyland. I mean, who doesn't want to go to Disneyland? Disneyland. So, we go through, and it's tradition in our family to go to the Peter Pan ride. And we get on this magical boat that takes us through Peter Pan. Once we're done, and my sisters finally stopped crying, they ask us, "Where do you want to go next?" My hand shoots up. Me! Right? And so they pick on me, and I know exactly where I want, and I beeline it to Tomorrowland. I know exactly where I want to go. We gotta weave around people. We're passing people. I think I elbowed a couple people on the way there. I mean, there were stormtroopers walking down, didn't care. There's Space Mountain, didn't care. And I go right to the Jedi Knight Training Academy. Me, as this kid, wanted to be a Jedi so bad. I wanted to be a Jedi just so bad. And we got there at the end of the first show. We had to wait an hour until the next one. And I made my family wait. I made them wait there with me at this Jedi Training Academy. My sister was like, "Oh, we're gonna go on a ride." No! Sit down! My mom went and got us food because it was right next to the food thing, right? And just over there is Star Tours and Space Mountain, and my family was like, "Hey, no! You're gonna wait there with me!" Because I knew that I would be a Jedi. I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there on the ground, just waiting for an hour. Hour of precious Disneyland time to be a Jedi. Finally, I'm in the front of the line. These kids, pile around me. We're all just in this line where they told us to be waiting to be Jedi. We all want to be Jedis. And I remember there was this kid to the left of me wearing a Wampa hat. It was like one of those huge winter hats, but it was white and shaped like a Wampa. Wampa hat kid. I look over at Wampa hat kid and I'm like, "Hey, you want to be a Jedi?" "Yeah." "Do you?" "Yeah. Yeah, I do." And we both kind of had this mutual agreement that we would be Jedis, but if one of us was picked, the other one would just hate them so much. I would hate this kid. So finally the Jedi trainer comes out. He comes out and he does his flips and his narration and all of the little things that he does. And then he says that magical line, "Who wants to be a Jedi?" And little me just stands up. Me! Pick me! Pick me! I'm waving my hands. I'm like right in front center row. I'm waving my hands and he goes, "You! Come up here. You! Come up here. You! Come up here." He starts picking these kids and they have like 8 spots. So he's coming to the end of the spots, right? And then he looks right at Wampa Hat Kid. "You! Come on up here." And the kid stands up, gleefully throwing his hands back as he runs up. I'm like, okay, that was Wampa Hat Kid, now it's my turn. My turn. I'm sitting there, I'm waving my hands are above my head, my parents are cheering me on. Everyone's like, "Yeah, pick him, because I had all my family around me, right? And the guy looks at me. I saw his face. Our gazes locked. Time slowed. It was like bullet time from the Matrix. Just time slowed as I realized that he was about to pick me to be a Jedi. And he looks at me and he laughs. I have footage. My family was filming it. We have footage of this guy laughing at me. And he moves to this girl next to me and goes, "You, come on up here. It's fine, whatever. We don't care anymore. Just you. Come on." He squashed my dreams of being a Jedi. That time, they fought Darth Maul. He killed Liam Neeson. I could have avenged Liam Neeson. After the show was done, I was devastated. I went up to my mother and put my arms around her, about to cry. She tousled my hair and said, "What's wrong?" I'm fighting back tears as I say, I could have been a Jedi. Why wasn't I picked? The question in all of our minds was, why wasn't I picked? And she said, very matter-of-factly, as moms do, probably because you're 18. That was my worst experience at Disneyland. I wanted so badly to be a Jedi that I overlooked probably the one rule. You have to be a youngling. I was not. I was an oldling. I still haven't avenged Liam Neeson. You will like. You will share. And you will subscribe.
Awesome.